there, Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk's Bounty video, and welcome to another video where we are going to open some older Star Wars figures in lockdown. I realise that some of you guys are still in lockdown, and I hope everyone is safe and well. Things are getting slightly better in the UK now, although there's always a chance of a flare-up again. So still at home, working from home, so I'm going to be opening some figures for you guys that are also in lockdown, and we're going to look at some decent older figures here. And as you can see in front of us here, we do have the Legacy Collection Ugnaught, and the reason we have this one is for the upcoming Carbon Freezing Chamber, but I don't have many of the figures that go with that set, so I want to get a few of them open, and the Ugnaught is one of them. I do have my son with me again today, Little Bossk. He can't wait to open some of these figures, and he likes all your comments, so please give Little Bossk some big comments in the comment section below, and also give the video a big thumbs up. Do you want to say hello, Little Bossk?
Hi.
There he is. So we're going to open up the Ugnaught first, and we're going to take a look at the figure. This is the Legacy Collection, what's called the blue Ugnaught. There is also a brown one as well, but this is the blue one. So let's open this one right away, and we'll take a look at the figure. So the packaging is the Legacy Collection with the Stormtrooper on the back. There he is with his little control panel, which you will need for the Carbon Freezing Chamber, and this is part of the Builder Droid line, where you get a little piece of a droid, and as you can see there, you get the left arm of U-3PO, which is pretty cool. This is BD43 in the Legacy Collection, and it's just called Ugnaught. So let's get him open. Alright then guys, so here is the Ugnaught out of the package, and as you can see, he does come with a little control panel, which is absolutely awesome. You will need that for your Carbon Freezing Chamber when that comes out, and I think this is probably the better of the two Ugnaughts in my opinion. I think it's the one that's most screen accurate anyway. He's got his little blue apron on there. And what do you think of the figure, Little Bossk?
I really like his gloves, but it was a bit stiff to get his toolbox in his hand.
Ah, right, okay, but you've got him in a pretty good pose there. I do like what you've done there with his little control panel, and the right hand there seems to have his finger pointing out, which, you know, acts as if he's going to press a button on that control panel, which is pretty cool. We're going to take a look at the figure in a bit more detail. He looks really good. It's a great little head sculpt there, and they've got that nailed, I think. Loads of articulation that all you're going to need. So essentially this figure here could pretty much go straight into the vintage collection. It's very, very sad that we didn't get this figure on that vintage card back, on the Empire Strikes Back card that's part of the original 96 figures. So, but as you can see there with the detail and the zoomed in camera there, you can see lots of detail on that head, and that is really, really nice. We do have some more figures to open, including one from a comic pack and also a Revenge of the Sith figure, and we also have a Power of the Jedi figure as well. But first, we do have some fan mail to open, and inside this box, I'm not exactly sure what is in the box, but we're going to take a look anyway. Alright, this fan mail was actually sent to my PO box there, Bossk's Bounty, PO Box 2154, Worthing, West Sussex, BN12 9EW. Very, very kind of Ernie. I think his name's Ernie Haupt. I think that's how you pronounce it. I really apologise if I've butchered your name there, my friend, but he contacted me on Facebook and wanted to help me out with my collection, which is unbelievable, really. The generosity of my fans and the fans of the channel is just, you know, it's overwhelming, to be honest. But let's crack this open, and we're going to have a look to see what he has sent me. All right, so I've cut the sellotape now, so now we'll open this box. And as you can see, there's a little note in there. Let's have a look at this. I'm sure he won't mind me reading it out on camera. So, hi Bossk, I enjoy your episodes, keep up the great work, accept this gift as a token of appreciation, threw in a little something for Little Bossk, take care and be safe, from Ernie. Thank you very much, Ernie, and that is very fitting considering I'm doing the video with my son Little Bossk today, so there's something in here for you, which is great. But the first thing we're going to have a look at is, yeah, I remember him saying that he wanted to help me out with my Kashyyyk clone army, and let's see what we have here. Let's just get rid of this little box. So as I've mentioned, thank you so much, Ernie. I do really appreciate it. I do have an AT-RT driver on a vintage card, but I do not have one loose. So this one will go very nicely in my collection with my Kashyyyk Troopers and my Commander Gree. So he looks awesome. Sorry there, just get him on camera. Yeah, he looks great. He's going to go very nicely indeed. Thank you so much for that. And he comes with this big, big weapon. And now I wonder if that shoots. Maybe it does somehow. I'll have to work out if that shoots out. It probably does. Maybe there's a little button there. Hang on. Hey, there you go. Right, and let's see what is for you, Little Bossk. What is this? for Little Bossk. And it's a Yoda key cover. There you go. What do you think of that?
Cool.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Ernie. We appreciate that. So you can put your key on there. That's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little keychain on it and everything. So once again, thank you so much, Ernie. And that is the fan mail for today. But we do have some more figures to open. So let's get opening. All right then. So next up, we have a Star Wars 2-pack in a special comic pack. And the reason I've got this is because I want it for the Commander Faye figure. Now, he's going to go very well in my Kashyyyk clone army, just like the figure that we just opened right now. He's an awesome figure. I know he is already. I've seen other people's reviews on this figure. It's an older figure, but I do need him. And I do prefer the camouflage on this guy to the Kashyyyk trooper that you've got in the Legacy collection. So you also get in this one a Quinlan Vos. And I think, Little Bossk, I might give you that figure. Do you want the Quinlan Vos?
Yeah.
He likes the Jedis. So I'm going to take that one and he's going to have Quinlan Vos. So let's get it open and take a look at the figures.
Before we open it, I just noticed that there's a figure of mine in there. It's white Darth Vader. Yeah,
you have. You do have that white Darth Vader on the back there, don't you? Yeah, I think we got him from a comic shop, didn't we? Near us. We didn't get this other figure, but you definitely do have that white Darth Vader. He's pretty cool, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, but we are going to open this up. So as you're probably aware, these two figures came with the comic, which is the Star Wars comic here. I'm not too bothered about these comics, really. It's all for the figures. I do have the super rare one with the Clone Trooper and Clone Commander in it as well, which is this one here. If I can just get it into shot. But I'm not brave enough to open that one, unfortunately. It's worth a lot more than the one with Commander Phi, so I won't be opening that one today. But yeah, I do want the figures loose out of that one, certainly. But yeah, I'm not brave enough to open that one just yet. But yeah, let's take a look at the figures here. Little Bossk has put them in some poses. This is Commander Phi, and it's an awesome figure. It has a removable helmet rather than the flip-up helmet that the Kashyyyk troopers have. He's got some scars on the side of his face there, which is pretty cool. Comes with that standard clone big blaster, but he also does come with this little blaster as well, which is awesome. But as you can see, he's got super duper camo on him there. Really, really nice figure. And let's see what he looks like with the helmet on as well. Really good scout trooper. I think the helmet sculpt for this guy is super accurate to the film, which is awesome. But he's going to go very, very nicely in my Kashyyyk clone army, which is steadily building, which is nice. Who else have we got here? We've got Quinlan Vos. Now you get a blaster and a lightsaber, which isn't something that happens too often with a Jedi, but he's got a good head sculpt on him with some decent paint there. He's very much like an Indian, isn't he, with his war paint on his face there. Do you like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want him for your collection, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered about this character personally in my collection. I know my son will love it though. He's got lots of Jedis, and I prefer troopers and things like that. So, but yeah, he's a decent looking figure. And yeah, okay, so we are going to be opening up the Power of the Jedi figure next. Alright then, so up next is the Star Wars Power of the Jedi FX7. And the reason I got this one is because I've had many questions in my Ask Bossk Bounty series about FX7 and whether there's a decent one that you can get from previous lines. And this one is the best one that you could get. And I think if they were ever to do this in the vintage collection, I don't think really there's too much else you could do with it. I think they'd probably just repack this sculpt, to be honest. But as you can see, the card's pretty bent up and everything, and it's even lifting slightly. So I've got no qualms about opening this at all. So might as well just rip it right open like that. And then we can take the figure out and take a good look at him. Oh, his arm's fallen out, look. I'm sure that's meant to come out. Alright, so here's FX7 out of the packaging, and he is actually an awesome figure. I didn't realise how good he was. I mean, obviously he's a droid that doesn't really do a lot, but the details on him are fantastic. The paint apps are really good. He just looks really nice, and each one of these little arms is articulated, so they all pull out and they all move at like the elbow joint. The only thing I would say is that it's a bit disappointed that maybe these haven't got little different tools on the ends of them. That would have been quite nice, because I do believe in the film that each one has like a different tool, or some of them have different tools. But as you can see there, we've got 2 of them sticking out, and he obviously has this arm sticking out as well. The head moves round, and also the body moves round as well, which is pretty awesome. In fact, when you move that bottom bit, the whole figure moves, as you can see. And what do you have to say about him?
If my dad got Luke in the Bacta tank, I think he'll go really nicely with Luke in the Bacta tank.
He would, yeah. If you got Luke in the Bacta tank, obviously this guy stands there, doesn't he, next to the other medical droid that is the one that fixes Luke's hand as well, I think, at the end. So, yeah, but as I say, you can get this figure in a Vintage Collection 3-pack. I think the paint apps are slightly different on that figure. But, you know, this figure came out in the Power of the Jedi line a long time ago, and to be honest, yeah, I don't really think there's too much they could do with this figure. It could go straight into the Vintage Collection on another card back that we do need from the original 96 figures. So there you go, that is FX7. And the last figure that we are going to be opening up is a Clone Commander from Revenge of the Sith. I believe he was re-released in the Legacy Collection as Commander Devis, I think his name was. Yeah, Commander Devis. But Little Bossk has noticed something about this figure, and what did you want to say?
He kind of looks like Commander Bly and Commander Bo.
He does, doesn't he? He looks like an exact same sculpt as the one that they used for the Commander Bly, which is the yellow guy from the 327th, and the Commander Bo figure, which came in the Order 66 2-pack with Darth Vader, I think it was, and he's part of the 501st. But decent looking figure, this one. I do need it for my collection loose, so we're going to open it up and just quickly take a look at the figure. Alright, so here's the Clone Commander out of the package, or we could call him Clone Commander Devis. I'm pretty sure that was his name. They sort of re-released him and named him. And as you can see, he does come with the 2 small blasters which go in his little holsters there, and the bigger blaster. And he does have the red paint. Now I do know, because I have the figure, that you can also get this guy in green. So they released 2 of them. One green, one red, and at the time they just called them Clone Commanders. So exactly the same sculpt, everything. Very, very nice figures, and very nice for the collection. And Little Bossk just wanted to say something about the blaster in particular on this guy.
The Kashyyyk Trooper has the exact same gun.
Yep, Commander Phi does come with the exact same blaster. You're right, yeah. The big rifle blaster thing. Somebody in the comments will be able to tell us what blaster that is. It'll be a DC something, I would imagine, or a DL. But yeah, you're right. He does come with the same blaster, doesn't he? But this is the Clone Commander from the Revenge of the Sith line, and plenty of articulation. I mean, everything apart from waist and hips. Well, he does have swivel hips, but he doesn't have the ball jointed hips like the sort of more modern clone troopers come with these days. He has the articulation on his helmet there with his visor, which is pretty cool. And all in all, just a decent clone trooper to go in the collection. So that is not bad from this video. This video, I've got 3 new clones for the Clone Army. We've got an Ugnaught for the upcoming play set, if that's what you want to call it. And we have FX7, the medical droid, which is awesome as well. So thanks very much for watching today, guys. Drop a like down below if you have enjoyed this video. As I mentioned before, Little Bossk loves doing these videos. He loves opening the figures. He always wants to be on my videos, but I can't let him be on all of them. But I don't mind him opening the figures because he does love doing that. But please drop him a like down below as well, and leave him a nice comment, because he does read the comments, and he loves to hear what you guys have got to say. So is that it from you, Little Bossk?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right then. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and we shall see you on the next one.